Hello everyone, my name is Wanda Cardenes and today we have Frank, one of the founders of the Boyne Valley Camino, a 25-kilometer walk from Drogheda which forms part of the Celtic Camino series. Thank you very much for coming, Frank.
We had a walking festival since 2014 and that was every June bank holiday, and that brought a lot of visitors to Drogheda. And they could appreciate, how lovely it is there, the historical sites, the forest, and also the greenway that's been developed there. So it was natural for us then to go on and look at maybe developing a permanent route. We had a launch last June 2019. It took us only about 7 months to put together. We used existing trails. We used Quilcha Forest, which were already there, and we used minor roads, and we got great assistance from the OPW and local business to develop the passport stamps and the stops along the way. About 3 years ago, at Coruña and Camino Society of Ireland, I actually got the go-ahead to link 25 kilometres in Ireland with the 75 kilometres from Coruña to Santiago. And then the Bray to James Street was developed as one of those, the Kerry Camino. And we spotted that and we said, if we could just look at developing that 25 kilometres ourselves, we would put that proposition to the Camino Society. And in the meantime, a book came out by Dr. Bernadette Cunningham about medieval pilgrims on the Camino, and it featured Drogheda. So Drogheda was an original starting point for people going to Spain from the port of Drogheda. So everything fitted in, it just all came together. So we had the historical element, we had then the approval from the Camino Society, and then we had the launch in June. It starts at St. Peter's Church. That houses the head of St. Oliver Plunkett. We then follow the north side of the river until we get to a forest called Townley Hall, which is adjacent to the Battle of the Boyne, so we're very close, so people can make a detour to Old Bridge House and they can explore that. Then we go on to Mellifont Abbey, which was the first Cistercian monastery in Ireland, and that has a lot of, I suppose, historical relevance to Ireland because it was also a place where the Treaty of Mellifont was signed, and that relates to the flight of the Earls and really, the colleges that were set up in Spain then. So there's another link there. We also have a great village in Tullyallen, which we go through, and we go through then the lovely Quilcha Forestry, and a particular nice piece of that forestry is King Billy's Glen, which has just been recently developed as a walk through the forest. We then cross the Obelisk Bridge, and we go back on the south side of the river, and we use the greenway back, which is lovely, and we can see the historical town of Drogheda in the distance, and then we finish usually at a pub called Clark's Pub. I went with my brother and a friend, and it was recommended to him, and for his 50th birthday we decided to start walking. So we did what a lot of people do. We did the last 100 first.
Yes.
And then we went back to the start, and then we started walking over.
Which Camino?
So we started in Sarria and went to Santiago.
Oh, the last 100 kilometers.
Yeah, the last 100 there, and then we went back to San Jan and started, and then finished the whole lot again. So it was really great.